will it compile or not? First you check it. If compiles and execute, what will be the output? If not compiles, where is the error? Online students also respond in chat box. First, will it compile or not compile? Decide. Compiles. What will be the output? 10. Just think yourself and give answer. Online students also respond in chat box. Each and every line, each and every character you observe. Each and every line, each and every character you observe. With that, give answer. All people answer. Okay, it completed. Thinking is over. Now, how many people answer it compiles? Just raise your hand. So majority people compiles. Online students. Okay. How many people answer it will not compile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, here many are there. Okay. Online students. Those who given not compiles, in which line error is there? Those who given not compiles, in which line error is there? Line number 6. Line number 6 error. Any other? Line number 6. Any other answer? Okay. Those who given line number 6. Those who given line number 6. What is a mistake? Those who given line number 6. In line number 6, what is a mistake? Okay, you selected line number 6. What is a mistake? Only you selected one blindly, one answer, one number. Line number. Line number 6 you selected. In line number 6, where is a mistake? What is a mistake? D is a. What is D? Object reference. It is a local variable in a main method. That scope is limited to main method only. That's what error. See, majority wrong, no? Majority wrong. Life of the variable, scope of the variable you studied, no? Life of the variable, scope of the variable you studied or not? Now, here D. What is D? What is D? Object reference. Can I call variable? Is it primitive type variable or reference type variable? Reference type variable. What's the difference between primitive type variable, reference type variable? Primitive type variable contains data. Reference type variable contains what D contains? Hash code. Is it instance variable or class variable or local variable? Local variable. It is local variable. Local variable scope is limited to method only. This D inside the main method, we can access only in a main method. We cannot access outside the main method. So that's what this D place error comes. Line number 6 error. That error is related to D, not related to X. Okay. See here D dot X. D is a error. D is a error. See, file, save. Okay, this is I saved in E drive. Say majority given wrong answer. That's what, don't depend on majority people answer. You observe, when I started programming that day onwards, majority coming wrong answers. Majority wrong answers giving, you observe. When I started object oriented programming onwards. That's what, don't depend on majority people answer. Java C demo.java. See, demo.java line number 6. Error. Cannot find symbol. Symbol means variable D. Variable D not accessible. That is error. That is error. See, here what will happen? Demo class loaded. Open brace executed. Main method called. Open brace executed. Here new. It is a dynamic memory allocation operator. It allocates the memory to instance variable X. After that, constructor constructs the object. Then that object referred by D. D contains hash code. With that hash code, display method called. Control comes here. Here system.out.println D.x. Here D not accessible. This scope is limited to main method only. Outside the main method, you cannot access D. That is error. D is a local variable in a main method. That scope is limited to main method only. You cannot access outside the main method. That is the reason error. Okay. Write this one. While teaching, first you stop discussion. This side more discussions are going on. First you stop discussion. With the discussions, you will not get a subject. With the discussion, you will get a subject after class. After class, you discuss. But not in classroom. While teaching, listening is most important. Many times I told. Here, note down error because D is a local variable in a main method. Error because D is a local variable in a main method and it cannot be accessed outside the main method. Error because D is a local variable in a main method and it cannot be accessed outside the main method. That is error. Object oriented programming little difficult to understand, but on that only you have to focus more and more because total Java depends on this topic only. Total Java depends on this topic only. Even if you want to learn advanced Java, this topic only required. That is the reason only I said you wait for next batch because advanced Java depends on this topic only. Without knowing this, if you come to advanced Java class also, no use. You cannot understand. One line also you cannot understand. It will be happen. Okay? Because advanced Java, what will happen? First program on first day only programming started. That too library related. Library till I didn't touch here. One library method we are using everyday system.out.println only. Remaining we didn't see here in this class. Not completed. Not yet started. That's what. For you, that advanced Java batch not suitable. You wait for next batch. After completion of exception handling topic, parallelly you can attend advanced Java. Okay. Even if you attend advanced Java class now itself, no use. You cannot understand. You better to wait for next batch. Okay. Better to wait for next batch. For learning advanced Java up to exception handling topic, core Java prerequisite. That is prerequisite. You need to wait until completion of exception handling topic. After completion of exception handling topic, another advanced Java batch will be there. In that batch, you can attend. Okay. Even Selenium class also don't attend. Not possible. For understanding Selenium class also, core Java up to exception handling prerequisite. Already told you, present you can attend only HTML, CSS, JavaScript batch, Oracle batch. Other batches you cannot attend. If you attend also no use. You cannot understand. Okay. So present only two parallelly with this core Java class, parallelly two classes you attend. HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Oracle. These two only attend. Remaining all later. Okay. When after one exception handling topic completed, then you can start advanced Java, you can start Selenium. Two parallelly possible. Once if the exception handling topic is completed, then I'll give the content also, what I'm going to cover in this complete core Java. I'll give content also, I'll share in Google Classroom. Okay. See, here, demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called, open brace executed, here new. What is new? Dynamic memory allocation operator. What it will do? It allocates a memory to which variable? Instance variables. What is demo brackets? Constructor. What constructor will do? Constructs the object. Okay. That object referred by D. D is called object reference. Can I call variable? Is it primitive type variable or reference type variable? Reference type variable. What's the difference between primitive type variable and reference type variable? Primitive type variable contains data. Reference type variable contains hash code. What D contains? Hash code. D is a instance variable or class variable or local variable? Local variable. Local variable in which method? Main method. So that scope is limited to main method only. You cannot access outside the main. That's what error. That's what error. Okay. So this D is a local variable in a main method. Local variable scope is limited to that particular method only. Wherever you define local variable, that variable you can access there only. See, for example, here integer x equal to 10. Okay. Here integer y equal to 10. This is which variable? Local variable. This variable can I access in display method? No, because that scope is limited to main method only. Suppose here I'll write one variable, integer y equal to 20. This is instance variable or class variable or local variable? What is this? Display also method. Which variable? Local variable inside another method. Is there any notes I given inside a main method only called local variable? What I given? Inside a method. Display is a method. But why you are giving answer as an instance variable? Notes I given. Is there any notes like that I given inside a main method only called local? Inside a method local I said. Now display is a method. Now this y is a which variable? Local variable. That local variable defined in display method. You can access in display method only. Outside the display you cannot access. Now can we access y in the main method? No. So this local variable in a display method. That scope is limited to display only. You cannot access outside the method. Year variable like that. This is local variable inside a main method. You can access in a main method only. Outside the main method, you cannot access. That is the reason you are getting error. Okay. You already studied scope of the variables. Now I'll ask questions. Give me answer. Block variable scope is limited to block only. Method parameter scope is limited to method only. Local variable scope is limited to method only. Instance variable scope is based on access modifiers. Class variable scope is based on access modifiers. That object and class is called not scope. That is called life. Life different, scope different. Whether it is there or not, that is called life. Whether it is accessible or not accessible, that is called scope. Scope is based on access modifier. Instance variable life started whenever object is created. Instance variable life ended whenever object is destroyed. So as long as object is available in memory, that variable available, that is called life. But whether it is accessible or not accessible, that is called scope. So life different, scope different. It is there, but you cannot access. Scope restricted. It is there in the memory, but we cannot access. Reason, scope. That scope is based on access modifiers. When class variable life started, whenever class is loaded. When class variable life ended, whenever class is unloaded. That means whenever terminated. That life is class. Class variable scope is based on access modifiers. Till I didn't explain about access modifiers. Scope of instance variable, scope of class variable not completed. You need to wait. That for understanding that one, inheritance principle required. Further. Okay. Because total object oriented programming all mixed. If you take one concept, you'll take it another concept. Another concept will take one more concept related. Like that, all mixed. But all at a time, if you learn one concept also, you will not understand. That is the reason one by one you are learning. Okay. Say, for example, yesterday I explained about static keyword. But before yesterday only, you studied already static. Already static started variable time only. But yesterday you studied static keyword. What is static? Yesterday you studied. But before what is static only, you studied static. It's happened like that only. That too you observe. Your main method also static, no? Main method also static. Welcome program only static is there. But static yesterday you studied. These many days over, what is static? Yesterday you studied. Okay, like that. Total object-oriented programming like that only. While learning one concept, another concept comes. All interrelated, all mixed. Okay, but all at a time you cannot learn. It is not possible to learn also. Okay, one by one you have to learn. One by one very depth. See. Now, why error? Is it clear? Demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called, open brace executed, year, new. Dynamic memory allocation operator allocates the memory to X. After this, constructor constructs the object. That object referred by D. With the D display method called, control comes here. Here, D.X. This D we cannot access. That's what error. Now, I'll remove this. Now, this variable I want to access here. Now, this variable, which type of variable? Instance variable. How many ways to access? 2 ways. What are those? Object reference. Okay. Now, I'll write just X. Okay. Now, can we access instance variable directly? No. You cannot access instance variable directly. Instance variable, if you want to access, there are only 2 ways. By using an object, reference. Directly we cannot access. Okay. Now, I written X. File, save. I'll compile. Compilation success. Execution success. But what I said, instance variable you cannot access directly, I said. Okay. But here working no. It is not directly. I'll explain. Whatever I given notes, that is 100% right. Here no mistake. I'll explain. Okay. Now, whatever I given notes by using an object reference, it is 100% right. Here, implicitly one object reference is there. It doesn't appears to you. That is this keyword. This dot x. It is one concept. I would explain. So, myself, I am writing this. Any effect is the there is no effect. What I given notes? How many ways to access instance variable? 2 ways. What are those? It is object reference. It is object reference. Object reference implicitly present. It doesn't appears to you. For you, appears like a directly. It is not directly. There is object reference. Where is object reference? Implicitly present. Implicitly, what is present? This. What is this? Object reference. So, it is not called directly. It is not possible to call directly. Compulsory object reference required. There is object reference. For you, doesn't appears. For compiler, it will add. Compiler will add this keyword. Well, compiling, what will happen? This dot implicitly comes. Okay. That is you have to learn. Next concept, that one only. This keyword. This keyword, note on. It is called as an object reference or reference variable. It is called as an object reference or reference variable because it refers an object. It is called as an object reference or reference variable because it refers it. See, this is a keyword. This is a keyword only. But what is this? If I ask, you have to give answer object reference. What is static? If I ask, you should not give answer keyword. You have to give answer modifier. See, while also keyword, for also keyword, but those are called loops, no? For is a keyword, but it is a loop. While is a keyword, it is a loop. Okay. New is a keyword. It is called dynamic memory allocation operator. This is also keyword, but it is called object reference. Suppose in interview, what is this? If they ask, what do you have to give answer? Object reference. You should not give keyword. That's what heading only directly keyword I given. This is a keyword only. Okay. Programming, writing program purpose, some words are already reserved. Those words are called keywords. It is a keyword only, but what purpose? Object reference. See, it is called as an object reference or reference variable because you already studied object reference is also called reference variable. That is the reason you can call it as object reference. You can call it as reference variable. But why we are calling like this? It refers object. Which object? Note. It always refers current object. It always refers current object. It always refers current object. For understanding this one, total 6 examples are there. 6 examples. Okay. At least 2 examples should be completed. Then you'll understand what exactly this. Okay. Next, write it. It is implicitly present in an instance method, constructor, and initialization block. It is implicitly present in an instance method, constructor, and initialization block. It is implicitly present in an instance method, constructor, and initialization block. Here, instance method is already completed, but constructor not completed. Only you have seen class name brackets is called constructor. That is only you learn. Constructor constructs the object. Constructor is also in separate class. This is after this keyword you'll study. Initialization block also not completed. Present, you learned only this one. This one you'll learn now. Remaining these two later you'll see. Okay. It is implicitly present in instance method, constructor, and initialization block. 3 places implicitly present. Now, here, display. What is display? It is a method. Is it instance method or class method? Instance method. This keyword implicitly present in instance method. Suppose if I write static keyword here, is it instance method or class method? Inside the class method, this keyword will not come. Okay. Why? We'll see. Now, if you write like this, here, this dot x. If I write static, it is x only. It is directly. If I remove static, this dot x. If I add static, only x. Okay. Like that, you have to think always. You have to assume. Okay. Here, static is not there. Here implicitly what will be there? This dot x. Here static is there. Only x. Now, main method, instance method or class method? Main method, instance method, class method? Class method. This keyword will be there implicitly? No. So, suppose here if I write system.out.println x, it is only x or this dot x? Only x, directly x. Okay. Here, this keyword will not come because it is static method. It is static method. This keyword will not come. If I remove static, this keyword comes. Okay. See, these are all difficult to understand. I'll accept. Those are new to programming language, difficult to understand. I'll accept. But you must learn like this only. There is no other option. Okay. If you learn any other style, your time waste, money waste. That's it. Only easy points only if you concentrate. No use. Easy point, they won't ask in interview. Okay. These all important on total object oriented programming, first class to last class, every point important only. Every point. Okay. With that knowledge, later any Java program you can write. Okay. That's what put efforts, work hard. That's what repeatedly I'm explaining, you observe. Here you observe this keyword. It is called as an object reference or reference variable because it refers an object. This keyword we are calling like a object reference. Why we are calling like a object reference? It refers object. Which object? Current object. It is implicitly present in an instance method, constructor, initialization block. 3 places it is implicitly present. But in a class method, it is not present. Okay. Now, here, what will happen? See, demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called, open brace executed, new. It is a dynamic memory allocation operator. It allocates the memory to instance variable x. Then x variable memory allocated. Constructor constructs the object. Constructs the object. Demo object. This object referred by D. D contains hash code. D contains hash code. Here hash code will be there. Next, D.display. Control comes to display method. System.out.println x. Here implicitly this dot x. Now, implicitly this dot x. This keyword also called object reference. Here, what is D? Object reference. What is this? D refers this object. Okay. This keyword refers current object. In this program, how many objects are there? One object. It is also refers same object. Now, here, whatever D contains, that hash code copied in this, then this keyword also refers same object. So, system.out.println x. X contains 10. Okay. But here implicitly this dot x. This refers current object. So, here D not accessible, but this keyword accessible. That is implicitly present. With this keyword, X we can print. Like this you are getting. For understanding this one, at least one more example required. With this only one example, all people may or may not understand. But with second example, all people can understand. Now, just example 1, write this one. Example 1. Those who didn't understand, no need to worry. Second example, you'll understand. Write this example. Example 1. Online students, end of the session, I'll clarify your doubts. If any doubts are there, write it in your notebook. End of the session, you can write in chat box. It is not one-to-one session to immediately to respond. It is not one-to-one session. Write the program, write the diagram. Over. Diagram also write it. Diagram also write it. So whatever is hash code is present here, that hash code copied in this keyword. Same hash code is copied here. Here also same hash code. So both are points to same object. Both are points to same object. This keyword refers object. D also refers object. This keyword refers object. D also refers object. Is it over? For this keyword, 5-6 examples are there. It is first example. It is first example. Writing is over. See, once again, see the execution flow. Once again, see the execution flow. Listen with more concentration. Listen. See, demo class loaded. Listening is most important. Many times I told. Okay. Demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method is executed because already you studied execution priority. What is the execution priority? Class variables. Next, static blocks. Next, main method. Is there any class variable? Static block? That's what main method. Demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called. In a main method, open brace new. What is new? Dynamic memory allocation operator. What it will do? It allocates the memory to instance variables allocated. What is this one? Constructor. What constructor will do? Constructs the object constructed. This object hash code stored in D. Okay. D dot display. Then control comes here. System dot out dot println X. It is implicitly this dot X. This keyword refers current object. This hash code copied in this. It is also refers same object. This dot X 10. How many ways to access instance variables? Two ways. What are those? Here object is there or object reference is there? Object reference. Where is object reference? This keyword. Where is this? Implicitly this. For you appears like this. You assume like this. Okay. For you appears X only. It is implicitly this. Okay. Now, those who didn't understand, now you concentrate. With second example, you'll get a clarity. Okay. With second example, you'll get a clarity. You observe. Demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called, open brace executed here. D equal to new demo. Okay. Next, demo D2 equal to new demo. Then how many copies of instance variable create? Two copies created. D1 dot X equal to D1 dot X plus 2. Then 1X modified as 12. Okay. D1 dot display. I'll call. Now control comes here. Now here implicitly this dot X. Now how many copies of X are there? Two copies. One X contains 12. One more X contains. Think yourself and give me answer 12 or 10 now. Now D1 dot display. Here. What is output comes? 12. This method is called with D1. The D1 refers one object. That object contains 12. Suppose D2 dot display. Then 10. That is called current object. If the method is called with D1, then D1 referred object comes. If the method is called with D2, then D2 referred object value comes. That is called this keyword. This keyword refers current object. Here, how many objects are there? Two objects are there. Okay. Whenever you call D1 dot display, it refers D1 referred object. Whenever you call D2 dot display, it refers D2 referred object. That type works. So current object that is. Now I'll explain with the diagram. So demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called, open brace executed, here object created, memory allocated to instance variable X. Here object created, memory allocated to instance variable X. Two copies of X created. One copy modified. It will become 12. D1 dot display. It comes here. This dot X. Then 12. D2 dot display. It comes here. D2 this dot X 10. So first 12, next 10. Save. I'll compile. I'll run. 12 and 10. Write this program. I'll give a diagram. Example 2. Example 2. Note on. Is it over? Now I'll show you diagram. With the diagram, you'll get a more clarity. What is this? Object reference or reference variable. Why we are calling object reference? It refers object. Which object? Current object. Will it implicitly present in the instance method? Yes. Constructor, initialization block, static method? No. Okay. Now you observe. Listen with concentration. See, demo class loaded, main method called, two objects created, two copies of X created. Two copies created. Like this. Now listen. Listen. Your side, more discussions are going on. This side. Here, two objects created. Two objects created. Okay. Then two copies of X created. Here, two objects created, two copies of X created. In the program for you, X1 only appears. But that depends upon number of objects, number of copies. So, here in this program, two objects are there. That's what two copies of X created. This copy referred by D1, this copy referred by D2. Next, D1 dot X equal to D1 dot X plus 2. This will become 12. This will become 12. After this, D1 dot display control comes here. System dot out dot println X. Here implicitly what is there? This dot X. This dot X implicitly present. Now, here this keyword refers current object. This method is called with D1. So, this method called by D1. So, this keyword refers D1 referred object. Then D1, this dot X, what is output? 12. After that, D2 dot display. This link is broken. New link created to this one. Then this dot X, what is output? 10. So, if the display method called with D1, then 12 comes. If the display method called with D2, then 10 comes. So, sometimes this is current object. 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 If the method is called with D1, D1 referred object is current object. The method is called with D2, D2 referred object is current object. Like that, it will understand. You can write 100 objects also. You can create 100 objects also. The method is going to be called with one object reference, no? That referred object only current object. Now, if the method is called with D1, D1 referred object value comes. If the method is called with D2, D2 referred object comes. Like that. That is current object. But you should not write D1, D2 there. Because D1 and D2 are called local variables in a main method. Can we access local variable outside the main method? No. Wherever you define, there only. If you define in a display method, it display method local. If you define in a main method, for main method only local. That type. Clear? Write this one. Diagram note down. No done. Write the diagram. If the method is called with D1, then D1 referred object is called current object. If the method is called with D2, then D2 referred object is called current object. Like that, current object. So D1 always refer this object. D2 refers always this object. But this keyword refers sometime this one also, sometime this one also. Like that changed. Okay. Is it over? What is output? 12, 10. 12 and 10. You can create n number of objects. N number of objects you can create. The method is going to be called with one object reference. That object, current object. Okay. See, first example, only one object. Second example, more than one object. The difference you have seen. Okay. Now, third example I'll give. Is it over? See. Now give me answer. Will it compile? Will it compile? Yes or no? What will be the output? This is just a concentration question. Okay. Whether you are concentrating or not, I checked. Okay. This is a first example only, no? It is first example only. See. Here, implicitly this dot x. Okay. With that 10 printed. Now, this is which type of variable? How many ways to access? What are those? Here, what is present? Object or object reference? Object reference. Where is object reference? This keyword. Where is this keyword? Implicitly. Clear, no? This is which variable? Local variable. How many ways to access? One way. That is okay. Now, here what is output comes? Here what is output comes? 20. File, save. Compilation. Execution. 10 and 20. Now, here myself I am writing this keyword. Any effect will be there? No. Here I'll write this keyword. Error comes. There is no this keyword now. Okay. File. Save. Error comes. See? Error. Now, I'll remove this. Will it compile? Yes. Okay. Now what I'll do, see, this is also, I'll write X. What will be the output comes? Like this, already you have seen one example. While teaching class variables time, only one example I given. Now, if I compile, what will be the output? What is the output? 20. Already you have studied class variable, local variable name same. That program you studied, no? Here instance variable, local variable name same. You can write. Now, already you studied class variable, local variable, same name you can write. If you want to access class variable explicitly, class name you have to write. That is you studied. Okay. Now it instance variable, local variable name same. If I access, what is the output comes? 20 comes. In this situation, if you want to access instance variable, we have to write this. Now compiler will not write. We have to write. It is explicitly required to access an instance variable whenever instance variable name, local variable name same. Okay. Instance variable name, local variable name, if it is same, if you want to access an instance variable, this keyword explicitly we have to write. We have to write. Okay. Write that point. It is explicitly required to write, required to access. It is explicitly required to access an instance variable whenever both instance variable and local variable names are same. After that, example 3. Write that point. After that, example. It is explicitly required to access an instance variable whenever both instance variable and local variable names are same. If names are same, required. Names are different, no need to write. Okay. Implicitly present. But names are same, not present. In this situation, we have to write this keyword. Explicitly, we have to write. It is explicitly required to access an instance variable whenever both instance variable and local variable names are same. Is it over? Write the program. Example 3. Write this program. Now, here X only, that is directly. Here this dot X. Now here implicitly this keyword not present. We have to write. So here output is 20. Here output is 10. 20, 10. Instance variable name, local variable name, if it is same. If you want to access instance variable, then explicitly we have to write this keyword. Class variable name, local variable name same. If you want to access class variable, then you have to write class name to access class variable. Okay. But instance variable, class variable, same name, not possible. Because same location, no? You observe here. Here, like this you can write. It is which variable? This is instance variable, local variable, same. You can write. This is which variable? Class variable, local variable, same. You can write. But this is not possible. It is which variable? This is instance variable, class variable, same name, not possible. Because same location. Same location not allowed. Okay. It's an error. You cannot write. Here, can you write like this? Integer x equal to 10, again integer x equal to 20. Is it valid? Is it valid? No, it's already defined. One more time, you cannot define. If you want, you can write like this. It is modified. So writing like this is different. Writing like this is different. Here, if you write like this, x already defined. Error comes. File, save. Compilation. See, variable x is already defined in main method. You cannot write one more time. But if you write like this, valid or not valid? Valid. In this line, x value 10. It is modified as 20. It is modified. This x only modified. Okay. File, save. It will compile. That is modified. Okay. So if you write like this, again defining, not valid. Again defining, not valid. Now, 3 examples you studied about this keyword. Okay. One more example I'll give. Void show is on method. Is it instance method or class method? Instance method. Now, void display. Is it instance method or class method? Instance method. Okay. Now, show is an instance method. Display also instance method. How many ways to access instance method? 2 ways. What are those? Object reference. Suppose object reference I want to use. Demo d equal to new demo. D dot display. D dot show. Like this you can call. Okay. Here, demo class loaded. Main method called. Here object created. That object referred by D with the display method called hello printed. With the D show method called welcome printed. Okay. Say object created, object referred by D with the display control comes here. It is executed. Again, it will come back. It is executed. Control comes here. Welcome printed. It will come back. Terminated. Terminated. Now, what is output? Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome output comes. Now what I'll do, you observe. I'll remove d dot show. Now, if I execute now, what is output? Hello. After printing hello, d dot show. Is this line is valid or not valid? Valid or not valid? D dot show line is valid or not valid? How many people answer not valid? Next, online students. Answer valid. How many people answer valid? Those who didn't give answer, what is your answer? Valid over, not valid over? Those who didn't give answer, what is your answer? See, I started class with this type of example only. Today class I started with this example only, no? But still all people not giving answer, you observe. Why it is not valid? D is a local variable in a main method and it cannot be accessed outside the main method because that scope is limited to main method. Today class I started with this type of example only, no? But again valid selected and many people not given answer also. Nearly 20-30 members not given answer. That is just concentration question. This is also. Today class I started with this type of example only. Today class first example this one only given, no? Their variable I given, your method I given, that's it. But concept is same, no? That means all are not concentrating. All are not concentrating. Those who didn't give answer, those people not concentrating. Those who given wrong answer, those all people also not concentrating. That means all are not concentrating. My eyes on everyone. It is most important topic. Put efforts, work hard. After 1 week, if you open, what is this also, you will not understand. It will be happen. Not so easy. Object-oriented programming, not so easy. Otherwise, what are the question daily I'm asking? Those who completed Spring Boot microservices, you ask them. How many they'll give answer, check it out. Then believe my word. Still they are struggling with core Java knowledge only. They are learning Spring also, Spring Boot also, microservices completed also. Because of core Java. Core Java most important. Put efforts, work hard. Not so easy. Core Java, n number of days you learn, it is not going to end. That much subject is there. What are the question daily I'm asking, no? You ask them, those who completed, your friends, those who completed in Amirapet, how many they'll give answer, how many they'll give, won't give answer, check it out. They'll forget. It will be happen. Say, just now, today class only observe. Actually, this is all 100% people can give answer. 100% can give answer. But 100% not given answer, no? Today class, I started with this example only. 100% can give right answer. But 100% not given answer. 80%, 70% people give an answer. Here, D is a local variable in a main method. That scope is limited to main method. You cannot access outside the main method. Outside the main method, if you access, error comes. See, it's same error. Cannot find symbol. Symbol place D. Variable D. See, cannot find symbol. Symbol place variable D. Variable D not accessible. This is already today class. I started with this example only. But again, this example only 100% people not given answer. No. It is error. Okay. If I write show, think yourself and give me answer. Is it valid? Valid. Because here implicitly this dot show. No need to write. It is called. Now, show is an instance method or class method. How many ways to access? What are those? Here, object is there or object reference is there? Where is object reference? Where is this? Implicitly this. Like that. Here also. Methods also called implicitly with this keyword. File. Save. If I compile. See, successfully compiled, executed. Output, hello, welcome. Okay. So, hello, welcome. Here, implicitly this dot show. Write this program, example 4. Example 4. So I return only show. That is implicitly this dot show. This keyword implicitly present with that show method called. So this dot variable, this dot method also possible. Method also. First three examples you studied with variables. This example with method. Okay. This dot variable you studied. This dot method you studied. Now one more concept. One more example. 4 examples completed. No. Fifth example I'll give. These are called situational wise examples, concept wise examples. Starting session, how to learn Java. Steps I given. No? In that first step, point wise theory. Second step, logical code snippets. Third one, concept wise examples. This one, concept wise examples, situational examples. Okay. Is it over? Now you observe. Will it compile? Will it compile or not compile? Example 1. Okay. It is example 1 only, no? Method name I change your display place, show I written, that's it. Okay. Now it will compile successfully, it will run successfully. Okay. Now what I am doing, you observe. Here I am writing just one keyword, I am attaching static. Okay. Now is it instance method or class method? Class method. Okay. Here any this keyword is present? No, this keyword not present. Now instance variable, how many ways to access? What are those? For calling this one, compulsory either object or object reference required. Now here this keyword also not present. Suppose d.x, is it valid? No. This dot x myself I am writing, but still not valid. It doesn't allow this keyword. So if I write, say, file, save, it does not allow this keyword inside the static. Error comes. Error. This keyword place only error. But suppose what I'll do is I'll create another object. Demo d2 equal to new demo. d2.x. It is valid. Another object I created with that object reference I'm accessing. It is valid. But here this is class method. Now you observe. It is valid now. Compilation, execution. 10. Now it is class method. Class method, how many ways to access? 4 ways. What are those? How many ways not recommended? Which are not recommended? Is it recommended? No. Is it recommended? Is it recommended? Yes. Directly we can access. Now, if I compile and execute, will it compile or not? Give me answer. Will it compile? Yes. Here demo class loaded, main method called, show method called. Here comes and object created with that object X printed. It will compile. You are getting. Now will it compile? Will it compile? No. Now inside the static method, this keyword present or not present? Not present. Not present. That's what you cannot access. Suppose myself, if I write, not allows. It will not allow. Why static method does not allow this keyword? I have to explain. Okay. First, you write that point. Note. Static method does not allow this keyword in any way. Static method does not allow this keyword in any way. Static method does not allow this keyword in any way. Not referred. Explicitly not referred. So inside the static method, this keyword is not allowed. If you write explicitly, also error. Even if you don't write implicitly, it will not come. Implicitly, it will not come. Even you cannot write. It's an error. Why this error? I'll explain. Is it over? Say, listen with more concentration. Difficult to understand. Listen with more concentration. Here, is there any this keyword present? No. Myself, if I write, will it accept? No. Now, why static method doesn't refer this keyword? I'm explaining. For understanding this one, first you assume it is allowing. Assume it is allowing. If it is allowed, allows, what is the problem? You observe. Actually, it is class method. How many ways to access? How many ways not recommended? Now, in this situation, how to access class method? Directly. Show. Now, assume there is a this keyword. Assume there is a this keyword. Now, demo class loaded. Open brace executed. Main method called show. Control comes here. This dot x. This keyword refers current object. Is there any object? This is a problem comes. This is a problem comes. Now, inside the static key method, this keyword is there. This is a problem comes. Then what will happen? For calling class method also, you have to create object. For calling class method also, you have to create object. Then if you think about this keyword, static rule violated. Static rule is without object possible. But you are thinking about this keyword means static rule violated. If you are thinking about static keyword means this keyword rule violated. That's what not possible. Inside the static method, this keyword not allowed. That too, here our mistakes are there. What are the mistakes you see? If the class contains instance variable, which method you have to write? What we written? It is our method, our mistake. We should not write actually. Okay. And also, you are creating object, suppose. Now, what you'll think is, object is there, this keyword should come, it should refer, you'll think. Actually, that is not recommended to call with object, no? Not recommended to call with object and object reference. It is not recommended, but you are creating. So, one mistake is writing class method is first mistake. Second mistake is creating object calling, second mistake. Okay, it's our mistakes. So, here it will not come. If you write also, error comes. Suppose you may think object is there, this keyword should come. Object is not there, this keyword should not come. You may think. But your thinking, my thinking, not considered. Already the software developed. They did research. Okay. They did research. With that research only introduced. Okay. Your thinking, my thinking, not considered. They did research with research only, that is introduced in the market. Okay. What JVM understands, what Java compiler understands, that is you have to learn subject. So, what the JVM understand, inside static, it will not allow this keyword. If you try to write this keyword also, error comes. This is, if instance variable is there, we should not write class method. If class method is there, you should not create object. You should call directly. Here, two mistakes, our mistakes are there. Okay. So, this point, remember, static method does not allow this keyword in any way. Here, this keyword not there. That's what error. Even if you write also error. Okay. Write this example. Error because static method does not refer this keyword. Error because static method does not refer this keyword. Implicitly, this keyword will not come. Explicitly, you cannot write. So, main method, instance method, or class method. Main method, class method. Main method also static method. Inside the main method, this keyword not allowed. Okay, inside the main method also this keyword not allowed. Remember. Is it over? Now, can I call show method like this directly? Yes. Can I create object here? Yes. Can I access like this? It is valid. You can access instance variable in a class method, but by creating object, you can access. Okay, it is valid. Write this one also. This is normal. In not this keyword example, just understanding. Like this, if you want, you can access. Separate program, write it. Don't do modification in that program. After 1 week, if you open, what is that? What is this? Also, you'll not understand. Separate program, write it. You should have a patience. I modified, you modified means later after 1 week, if you open, you cannot understand also. Better to write separate program. So object creation not only in main method, anywhere you can create. Outside object, outside the methods also we can create. That is also one concept is there. I'll explain. Outside the methods also we can create objects. Inside a any method you can create. Outside the method also you can create. Is it completed? We'll see continuation tomorrow. Online students. Anu, yesterday I explained what is modifier, why it is called modifier. Okay, it modifies the behavior of variable, method, class, and interface block. Shruti Sanjay Joshi. This keyword, multiple methods also you can call. Already given one example, no? Show method, display method. No, current class diagram. Class diagram not required. Object diagram enough. Sanjay. Pratik Sanjay. Yeah. Here, demo class loaded. Main method called show. Static method called here object created. Memory allocated to X. That X printed. Any other doubts? We'll see continuation tomorrow.